We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That's caught. It's Coleman. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll run with Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Pickett. And he's got it. Touchdown! Breece Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And I call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll let this go for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. He'll take this to the 46.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they needed two. They can only get one. Fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hall again on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. In motion right is Tony. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Keep it going! Take it to
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Pickett back to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Running left, it's Hall. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Third and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hall again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Great play there. 52 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Big guys up front. They're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to put big holes and gain nice yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Did a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5.
19. Browns 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pickett now from the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pickett now on first down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
As largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns answered back fourth quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Pickett will try to throw for this. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Paul want to give up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
One more time with Dobbins. And this time he is in. J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. First by him near the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Saints.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.